I'm Brendan, this is Level 3 Diploma Extended in Performance and Production. This is my Project 2 Task 1. This is my idea 1, create a portfolio of 3 different recordings of songs, which is basically different genres of music. I've chose EDM because that's what I like to make in general, and that's what I know what to do. Same with Speed Garage, it's something I started creating a couple of years ago now, like 2 years I would say. And then trance, which is a new type of genre I've not really listened to, so I wanted to give myself a bit of a challenge and create a new genre of music that I've not tried before. Can you go back to slide 1? I have some more stuff to say. I'm going to give you some. My inspiration for EDM was Avicii, because I started listening to him a couple of years back with my mum, and it's just a genre that I've always loved. And Speed Garage is a genre that I found myself. I can't really name any artists, I just listen to it in general, just on a playlist on a loop. And with trance, I have no idea, not listened to anything about it, so I thought I'd give it a go. How would I make these tracks? A software piano, which is basically the piano roll on Logic. I will also be using a hardware piano, and these will help me create my melodies for EDM, Speed Garage, and the trance track.
Can I just pick you up there? What do you mean by hardware piano?
It's basically a real piano, software is in the computer.
Come again.
Right, so a hardware piano is an actual real life piano, like a keyboard.
It is, it's a real piano.
Yeah.
And the software is a software instrument piano. And you're going to use both.
Yeah.
Who's going to play the hardware piano?
Me.
Can you play piano?
Yes. It's what I do with my normal tracks. I'll play into a real piano and put it onto the piano roll, because it just helps me put all the notes in the right place.
So you're going to mic up a real piano?
No, we've got those keyboards plugged into the Macs, which is that's what I play on, and then I place it into the piano roll into Logic.
So you're not going to use a hardware piano, you're going to use a controller with software?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is that what you mean to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't put the hardware piano in there because it means a real piano.
Oh, okay. Well, I could use a real piano for it because I know what to play and everything, so I could give it.
Sound good with some microphones.
Yeah. Then a DAW, which will be Logic, because it's the only DAW I've really used. I don't know how to use FL Studio, Ableton, or Reaper. I just know Logic, so I'm going to stick to what I know. Drum loops and samples. Basically what I do with drum loops is I'll create my own drums and make my own loop with the drums, but then I'll back it up with a different set of looped drums that I find. So if you go into Logic, you can find like little loops in the corner. I'll just back it up with those, so it's more powerful throughout the song. Backing vocal loops. I might not do that, but it's something that I like to do so I can get an idea of how I want the vocals to sound. So those are just random vocal loops I'll throw in that sound similar to how I want the actual vocals to sound.
Are you going to use any live vocalists?
Yes, there is a slide for that coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Then research the trance genre, because I want to know how to do it before I get cracking down on it. What am I using? Logic. It's got professional audio production, which basically is professional audio. It will sound really good coming through like files after you've bounced it down, and it sounds amazing when you're playing through, making your own beats and everything on it. User-friendly interface, super easy to use. It's not confusing. Like, I think I felt confusing. I went on it, couldn't figure out what to do, so I'll stick to Logic. It's got advanced features, it's affordable, and compatibility, I'll pronounce that correctly. Basically, advanced features, it's got loads of different plugins on it. It's got more than what other DAWs would have had. So that's like compression, got loads of different EQs, reverbs. There's a whole plugin section I've not even looked at yet, so I need to figure that out one day. It's affordable, it's about 200 quid, even for students. For everybody, it's 200 quid. Here is it, vocals and microphones. I want to record a single one or two of my tracks. I don't know who they'll be yet, but I'll ask around the different levels in music to see who I want to sing on my dance
Yeah,
tracks.
some great vocalists on level 2 and level 3.
Yeah, I'll obviously write the lyrics myself, because then I can claim it as my own lyrics.
Yeah.
And then these are different microphones I could use. The RE20, the Rode NT1, InShot SM7. It's got all different uses to it. All of them are great in their own ways. But I would most likely use, I think it's the Rode NT1 I like to use.
The MT2's better.
The NT2's better.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we have an NT2?
We've got an MT2, we've got MT1s. I would advise you not to do the MT1.
The NT2 is a lot better.
Yeah. Shure SM7, we know that's great.
Yeah. It's great due to its dynamic responses and cardioid polar pattern, which allows a spectrum of sounds from the front and back of the microphone.
And I would use the gain booster on the SM7 if you're going to use the
Oh,
SM7.
I always use gain boosters
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Next one, please, Rosie. What techniques would I use? Reverb and delay, which creates suspension in rhythm and depth. It just adds rhythm and depth to the track. Then parallel processing, sound design, mixing techniques, and full frequency spectrum.
What's parallel processing?
Allows precise control over effects within my track.
Okay, explain a bit more. Because there's parallel compression.
Yeah, which is when you get two different audio tracks and put compression on one but not the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of what I meant with that one. But you
You
put
mean
like,
using buses?
yeah,
not to
using
do
buses
returns.
to, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's basically just adding different effects onto one channel, leaving, I sometimes leave the other channel playing and then just sort out the sound volumes between them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then sound design, which is creating my own sounds instead of relying on loops and everything. So instead of going on to Logic loops, I'm going to start to try and create in my own loops so I can add that into my track, and then I can't really get sued or anything for using other people's loops or anything. So then full frequency spectrum, embracing the full frequency spectrum is basically embracing all the different sounds and rising them so you can get the full effects of the whole track and all of the instruments I've used.
Yeah.
The mixing techniques, balancing and syncing each track with EQ and compression. So that'll basically make all my instruments, the best way I can describe it is a set line, and then I can hear it how it sounds playing, and I can sort out the compression and EQ. If I want like my bass louder, I can go into my EQ and compress it to make it sound louder, more bold basically. Yeah. Next slide.